Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome back to a recap of Revamp The Undead Story, episode 2.
It's episode fucking 2, and we're already getting cock-blocked 5 times.
But also we did it once, which is the shocking part.
Yeah, I know. I was like, episode 2 we already kissed it, but like, it was a Snow White kiss, but like still.
But we'll get there,
We'll get there.
But no, like, literally, it's like the first time I was like, oh my god, wait, what? And then every time after that, I was like, wait, nah. It's like, they keep teasing us.
By the fucking, like, by the third one, I was like, I swear to god, if all of y'all walk in right now.
By the third one, I knew it was coming, and I was like, I'm not even going to get excited for this, because I know something's going to happen. Yeah. And then sure enough, we walked in, I was like, yep, okay, sure, great.
Comedy comes in threes.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, how was your week this week, before we dive right in?
How was my week? I get to talk more about how I watched Ballboy Tactics. Oh my god. It was so good. It was so good. Easily now in my, like, I want to say, like, my top 3 KBLs. Like, I think it's number 3. I think it's just, like, really good. Like, I did not, here's the thing. Like, I forgot what KBLs can, like, do to you. Like, Korean dramas in general. Like, it'd been a while since I watched one.
Right.
So I forgot how it could make you feel. And, like, it was like at least like every like 5 minutes I was like, shut up. like there was like, I was like, why y'all talking like that? Like, why you being all, why you saying shit like that? It's too blushy. It's too cute and flirty. It's killing me. It's definitely that kind of show, but oh, it was so good. And like, it was so weird because at the end I like started crying. Like my tears got all watery, like out of nowhere. Like it was after it ended. Like the credits rolled on the last episode and I went, oh, it's over. And then suddenly I had tears in my eyes and I was like, why? Why am I doing, what is going on? Am I okay? Like, Korean dramas always make me cry. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I guess I've done it so much for Korean dramas, like every Korean drama I've cried in, that like, even if there's something not tear worthy, like, it's like some sort of like effect now where I have to cry. Like, it's like, I've done it all these other times. Now my body's like, well, you must, even if I didn't need to.
It's like a placebo effect almost, right?
Yeah, it was so weird. So like, it was definitely very good. I uploaded a short that I don't know if you saw because it would have a not spoiler, but like, it's Ballboy Tactics.
I didn't see the short. Period.
Okay, because I don't want you to get like spoiled. I don't think it's a super spoiler or anything like that. But like, I literally. It was on episode 7 of 8, and right before it started, I went, "Ooh, penultimate episode time." I was like, "I think that's more in Thai. Maybe it's in all BLs. I don't know, like the penultimate episode curse. I don't know. I guess I'm sure it'll be okay." And then like I did, like, it was like 30 minutes earlier, and then I cut to like the end of the episode, and I was like, "No, what are you doing?" Like it happens in every BL, so like I need to learn that. I need to stay with it. It's not just Thai BLs, but it was really good. Definitely a must watch. Let me see where we are right now, actually, at our vote. This is coming out after I
Yeah, I was gonna say, by the time this comes out, it'll already be picked or whatever.
It'll already be. I will have already chosen what show I'm watching next on BL.
Last time I checked, Revenge the Love wasn't deleted, which makes sense.
It was.
I told you it would be.
It jumped. We're at 50 votes now. Yeah, Revenge Love is at 48%. So I'm guessing it's gonna be Revenge Love. Exciting. I'll do 6 streams of that then. Oh, I'm excited about it, but like the amount of streams is probably
that's why I personally voted for Thangpo. I feel like I feel like out of the 4 of them, you would like that the best. But I did know once you put Revenge Love on the poll, that would win. Like I told you what happened too. I told you, I'm like, if you put this on the poll,
you were like,
it will
it's
win.
gonna.
And sure enough, it is. And I'm still happy to watch that too. I just hope that I finish it before you finish it, because otherwise I can't watch certain parts of the stream.
What are you on right now?
I was trying to do the math earlier yesterday, but I was going to DMV and my head I was feeling like nauseous and the car dry, so I stopped.
Yeah.
But I think I'm on episode 14. So this upcoming week, I do 2 episodes a week. So if you do 4, I do 2. I think it'll math out correctly, but I didn't actually do the math, right. So
I think it'll math out right. It should be fine. Because I do 1 stream a week, so it should be fine. So yeah, looks like I'll probably be watching Revenge Love. The vote closes tomorrow. For me. For you guys, it's already closed.
Yeah,
That are
there's no point telling you guys to vote. It's already done.
Yeah, so I'm guessing right now it's gonna be Revenge Love. So join me on Tuesday on my Twitch at 4 p.m. Eastern.
That'll be fun.
We'll probably be watching Revenge Love. That'll be a fun time. And Billy can tell me in advance if there's anything sexual so I can mark it.
As far as I know, there's only been like one like full sex scene, but but there was no nudity or anything.
Okay.
And then there was another one that like I thought was sex, but then it turned out not to be, but it kind of like looked like it at the time. And then there was another sex scene that was played more for comedy, than sex. It's hilarious. I think they're in the same episode, so it should be fine. But it's great. It's great. You'll love it. You'll love it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun time.
All right. Interesting. I'm excited. I'm so down. Other than that, this week was like a teary week because like I also watched Lisa from Blackpink's new music video Dream. I did that yesterday. Mistake to do it before work. Big mistake. I started bawling my eyes out. Like it was really bad. Like I wasn't even teary. I was full on crying. I was like, what is happening to me right now? It's such a sad song and a sad music video. I was like, all I've seen of this so far is people's thumbnails for their reactions, like being like, oh my god, I'm crying, and I'm like, we'll see how this goes. And I'm like, I should not have done this before work. I also should have done this like last. I still have another music video to film after this. So like, it was like, this was just mistakes were made. But like, it's really pretty. It's just really sad. What else happened this week? I think I'm almost done editing my YouTube reactions for my music video, so that's exciting.
Nice.
I don't think much else is going on. It rained a lot yesterday. It was like thunderstorm.
It did.
Jesus Christ. We were in line at Taco Bell after work, right? And I was like, we were sitting in the car, the window was rolled down because we were at the window. And we saw a little bit of lightning and was like, oh shit, this is not good. And I thought that was it because like 15 seconds later, the thunder decided to come through. And with our window down, oh good god, that was the loudest sound I've ever heard in my life. I tensed from my toes to my thighs and I was like, oh, I think I pulled something. It scared the fuck out of me. Jesus. It's been pouring rain, but it's been kind of nice to have that change because I like rain. So other than that, I don't think much else has happened this week. So yeah, what about you? Anything new with you?
Not really. I mean, I was off this week, so I was pretty much just chilling and getting editing done and stuff. I went to the DMV the other day because I had to get an official like license for like an official ID. Because the one I had before wasn't. Yeah, I don't know I think it's just a Massachusetts thing. So.
The real ID is everywhere thing, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was only for.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, yeah, real ID. I haven't gotten mine yet, and I don't know if I like fully have to because the thing is with the real ID, it's usually with like travel was the big like problem.
Yeah.
But like I would always bring either my US passport if I was traveling domestically, or I would bring my UK passport if I was traveling for it. And so like I never really needed to use it. So I don't know if I have to get it or if there's a point where like I have to get it for it to be valid at all on anything and not just travel. I have to look into that because like that was a bit of an oops that I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, that's why I got it because I knew that was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so now I got it done. Took a while, but
DMV always does.
Yeah, and it'll come in the mail in like a few weeks. So, but the paperwork's all done, all set. I got no restrictions because the last time I did it when I was like 16, I had glasses. Now I don't, so I had to get that sorted out too. It was a whole big thing, but it's fine now. So. And I think that was about it.
Yeah.
Not much mind.
Yeah, I was mainly editing too.
Yeah.
Just that's it.
Anyway, Revamp The Undead Story. Episode 2. 100 years ago.
Yeah, I was like, oh hell yeah, give me lore now.
Yes. We have these hunters, I'm assuming, sacrificing a widow.
Yeah, I was like, at this point, I was like, bro, I mean, we had blood last episode, but like this is like gory, like shit. Like, they slit her throat.
Yeah, they sacrificed the blood of the widow to summon the demon Lilith, mother of demons.
Yeah, I did not like think they were summoning Lilith. So like when she showed up, like she was like he called her Lilith or something, and I was like for a second I thought it was like the OG demon Lilith, but I think that's just her name because like I was like, oh, this is just my supernatural brain, like that's like popping in on like the TV show. This is just me remembering Lilith from Supernatural that I'm thinking of. And then he was like, oh, Mother of Demons. I was like, oh shit, it is Lilith.
Yeah,
What's up?
I think it's like the mother of demons, Lilith.
Yeah, it's actually Lilith.
Yeah. And they use this, which is how he got stuck in the painting.
Yeah. Imagine, I said this in my reaction, imagine you're just sleeping in bed and then you wake up and you're chained up. Like, that must be so scary. That's horrible. He was fine. Leave him alone.
Yeah. And then we see Lilith. Yeah, the widow becomes Lilith as it like pans behind him. Have like a cool shot. And Lilith does something that makes the necklace glow. I noticed that.
Yeah, it's doing its thing. It's like, oh.
Yeah. And she pretty much says that you're powerless and trapped here. He's like, why are you doing this? And she says, like, I'm doing the summoner's request. Like, I know it's not right, but I have to comply with the summoner's request.
If I were, like, bruh, in Supernatural, she was, like, badass and being like, oh, like, and she would, neck would snap. Like, and then this, she's like, oh, someone summoned me, so I kind of have to. It's like, girl, you're the mother of demons. Break their necks if you don't want to do it. Like,
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. This might be a different iteration of Lilith or something. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like, you know, Lilith, the mother of demons, is a whole, like, different depending on what show or genre.
Yeah, I would think,
yeah.
Different country, too.
I think it's, like, you know, like, almost like a seance type thing, where if like, you call a ghost, you're kind of, like, in control of that or something, or, like, I don't know. Regardless, she does it. But she says, like, hey, every curse can be broken. And I will reveal how. She also says that she will also be confined here with you.
Does she say that?
She says, I too shall be confined here with you. Which means, is she free now and we just haven't seen her yet? Because...
yeah, like, because we didn't see her when he was, like...
She, like, disappeared into, like... What does she turn into? She turns into, like... something. Ash? Dust? Leaves? Something?
Is Lilith coming through? Because I'm kind of excited about that. I mean,
I feel like we'll see Lilith again. I feel like
many of my relatives would be like, sacrilege, are you good? Like, because I'm like, oh, Lilith, mother of demons. I'm excited. I hope she comes through.
Yeah. I mean, I think she
has. Nice
maybe she's just like waiting to like come back. I don't know. Maybe it'll be like a surprise later.
A surprise. Surprise!
And she explains that 10 decades
100 years.
100 years.
Yep.
The curse breaker and the cursed will cross paths. And with blood of the curse breaker and an utterance of your name, my curse that has bounded you shall vanish.
Yeah.
You shall be granted a new life. And this is where we cut back to Messa's choking out Plum.
Yes.
As she's talking. And says that your dead heart will once beat again as Ramil throws Methus off of Plum.
I'm wondering, does that mean he has a beating heart now? Is he alive again?
No, because we see he still has his vampire powers.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, he has his vampire powers.
I think with the metaphor for the curse breaker you choose will be the one you love for eternity. I think it's like a method like that. Maybe?
Okay.
Like,
I was thinking of like warm bodies related, like where like they were all dead zombies and then like eventually like his heart started beating again and then the love kind of spread to all the other zombies and their hearts started beating again. So I was like, cool, he's human again. Like, no, it's, I think, I think that's a good metaphor. Yeah. I think that it's a metaphor for the love.
Yeah, the one you love for eternity. And then after, you know, Ramil catches Pun after throwing Methus off him, he's like, it's you. And he kisses him.
You. Ooh, Snow White kiss. Dun dun dun.
Yes. No, not really, because Pun remembers the kiss. Like, he was like...
Yeah, that's why, like, later on I was like, wait, were you, like, awake? Like, what is, you know
I'm like, what is going on?
He's probably just, like, awake, but, like, just, like, really tired from being choked out. Like...
Yeah, he could... Because the last thing we saw in the last episode was from his vision of Ramil coming in, and his eyelids shut, and that's the end we see.
Yeah.
And then later, he's thinking about the kiss. Pun's thinking about it. So, which means he does remember.
He does remember.
Yeah. And Ramil comes in with some medical supplies, and he apologizes on Meth's behalf because normally we control our hunter instincts, and he really didn't mean to hurt you or anything. So I do think you were right about the whole, like, maybe because they were doing a ritual and like a blood ritual and like they were in a very sensitive like spot. That's when it happened.
It's a shark thing. Like yeah, like you smell blood, you'd go, blood, yay! Like if that's your prime source of like food, like it's just instinct takes over and you just like you don't even know who you're eating. Like it's just like it's blood.
And so then he starts treating the wounds on his neck, and they lean in and they get a little close.
And who walks in?
What?
And then broken again, like for the first time.
Yes. Well, this was the time Poon stops himself. He backs away because he thinks about it and he's like, "Oh, wait." And he explains to Ramil, he's like, "Wait, so Meth said that you and I share a bond. What does that mean?"
Yeah, I was like, "Why? I want to know."
Yeah. And Ramil says, "When I was cursed and trapped in a painting, the one who cursed me said that the person who would set me free will be the one I love for eternity."
Here's my thing. I'm wondering your opinion on this. I brought this up in my reaction. If you know that it's like destined or like something is gonna happen, like you would fall in love with someone for eternity, and you know this person's gonna be your love for eternity because someone told you the future of it, would you feel like now you're forced into that situation, or no? Because you know it's going to happen in the future. Would you feel like, oh, well, now I'm obligated to love this person, or I'm trying to love you, or something like that? Would you feel that, or would you be like, would it feel normal? Would it feel like no extra issue?
I mean, if they look like Boone, I'd have no problem with it.
Well,
like,
yeah.
I again, this thing I was like, assuming there's an attraction there, I'd have no problem with it. Like,
if there's an attraction there, yeah. See, my whole thought on it is like, because like you know me, I'm like a soulmate's destiny, like big on all that shit. So I wouldn't see it as like a forcing of something, or like, oh, I gotta force this, or I gotta do this because I'm supposed to love this person for eternity. I wouldn't even think of it like that. I would just immediately be like, oh, okay, and eventually, like, now I know the chips are gonna fall where they may. It's just eventually we'll grow to that place. Like it'll seem like a normal relationship to me. It's just like, cool, I'm gonna love you for eternity. Awesome. I'm not there yet, but I guess I'll probably get there. Nice, good to know. Like it's just telling the future. It's not like being like, oh, you have to do this. Now. Oh, I gotta think about how I do this. Yeah, like it's just now you know what's gonna happen. It's not like, I don't think it'll affect my present in any way.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll be like, yay, I have someone.
Yeah.
I won't be single forever.
Ramil says like, oh yeah, that like you're the one I'm supposed to love for eternity. And Pun asks, he's like, oh, so that's why you did that to me, referring to the kiss. And we get flashback to the kiss, and he's like, ah, yes.
I saw it in the series.
Yeah, and no, yeah. Well, he says like, he's like, do you understand what you did?
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I like. Because he's like, I saw it in the series, but
not
also
yet.
Like,
not yet. That's later. That's later.
That is later, but yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
he's old, not ancient.
Well, yeah, and also I was gonna bring this up because I feel like we kind of need to touch on this a little bit. Don't kiss people when they're unconscious or out
Thank
of it.
you. Yeah, I'm glad that's why I called it a Snow White kiss, because he was unconscious.
But in Ramil's defense, he's 100 years old, and consent probably wasn't that big of a thing, if anything, 100 years ago.
Fair.
So he doesn't know.
And honestly, if brought up by Poon, which, like, it's his choice to bring it up or not, if brought up by Poon, he'd probably be like, oh, I'm so sorry, let's not do it again.
Yeah,
like,
no, and I thought that's where we were going until Meth is coming, because, like, do you understand what you did? Like, I thought we were going to that route, like that, but then Meth is coming, and we kind of put a pause on this. But no, I do think it's like, he's 100 years old. He doesn't know anything, like, in modern day stuff. So it's like, I mean, I'm not going to fault him for it. He doesn't know what a TV is till last episode. And he talks to people kiss there, and he's like, oh, that's a thing to do. Like, yeah, so.
If Poon has a problem, he would bring it up. But since he's not bringing it up, we'll bring it up. Guys, don't kiss people when they're drunk.
Yeah.
or unconscious or whatever.
Yes, you should know better. But Ramil is 100 years old and just woke up, so he does not.
Does not know better, yes.
Yeah. So we don't fault him for that. And then Methus comes in, and he has bags, and they're filled with clothes that Ramil had Methus buy for Pun while he stays here.
He's like, I'm sorry, while I what? I'm staying here? Why?
Yeah, because he has to stay here to help him regain his powers. And he's like, I need to restore your painting first.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I kind of already dealt with that. You know, I went to your shop and put a clothes sign on it, so, like, no one will bother you there.
He's like, I compensated everyone who had appointments. And I'm like, okay, can you compensate me too? Because those were my money coming in. Those appointments were money for me.
Honestly, I'm sure he would. He owned this hotel, so, like, clearly he could.
Can you pay me, please? Thank you.
Yeah. Then that night, Poon wakes up, and he goes wandering around and finds a book called Eternally.
Did you... Yeah, then the tree is in here, right?
I did. But before that, we flash through certain pages, and we see Lilith. Female demonic figure and personality are thought to blank of Mesopotamian demons called blank. Name is usually translated as, quote, something. A cult associated with Lilith, SU something, later added the 7th century CE, the blank, against children and women in the counteracted by the wearer of blank of certain angels.
Mesopotamian.
Yeah. So that's a little bit on Lilith.
A little bit on Lilith.
Yeah, and we get a
demons.
Bunch of... There's a werewolf, I think, in there. We get a little brief stuff of, you know, supernatural stuff.
We get everything. Cool.
Then we get the family tree.
And do you see there's a name?
Crossed out?
Yes. I want to know what that name is so badly.
That was the first thing I saw, was the name crossed out.
I mean, it was like, wait, who's that? Who's crossed out? Can you read it at all?
It looks
or is it
like
super scribbled?
F. Maybe
F.
Fimu?
Fimu?
It looks like the first one's an F. The two middle ones look like they could be E's. I think the fourth one's an M, and the last one looks like a U.
It's warning us about Temu.
Who's Temu?
No, Temu. It's warning us about the site Temu. Don't buy from Temu, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fast fashion website. You've never heard of Temu?
What's Temu? Also, the first one's an F, I think. I don't think it's a T.
Do you live under a rock?
What's Temu?
It's a fast fashion website, and like you can get like it's like wish.com.
Why the fuck would I know about a fashion website?
No, it's not a fashion, but it's like what you know wish.com, right?
Which.com?
Wish.
Oh,
Wish.com.
Is that for like the cancer kids? The Wish program?
I feel like I'm talking to an alien.
Look, well, okay, hang on. I've also been asleep for 100 years. I don't know anything. Please explain everything to me. Apparently, I'm in the same boat as Ramil.
That's correct. No, yeah, it's basically it's one of those like things where it's like you buy something from. It's like I always call like TJ Maxx the Wish.com of like the department stores, and then I call Kohl's like the posh TJ Maxx of the Wish.com. Like Wish.com is like a lot of stuff that looks good and it looks like it's for a great price, and then you order it and it's like so shit. It's so shit. Like you'll get like I remember buying like I think I bought like a ring light for my phone on there like when I was younger, and it was like had like it barely worked. Like it's like it looks like a great deal, and then you buy it and it's shit. Like that's basically what Temu is. But a lot of people use it like these, and it's fast fashion is like a whole thing where it's like maybe not just fashion but also gadgets and shit like that. Fast fashion is like not good. Like a lot of people do buy from it, but a lot of people are trying to be like, don't buy from it because it kind of like is very wasteful, and like you're gonna buy it, not use it, throw it away, and it's gonna contribute to like a lot of the like plastics and the trash and it's just not good for global warming, fast fashion. So when you said that, my whole thing was like, oh shit, they're warning us about Temu. They crossed it out.
Okay,
like,
well, I don't know what Temu is still.
That's insane to me because it's been like a major pop culture event for like 5 years.
Not once have I heard of that. The closest thing I could think of was Tubi, the streaming thing, but I don't even know that.
I think the only thing I've ever watched on Tubi, was it the Winona Earp movie or something like that? I think that was Tubi. It was either Tubi or Phoebe. It was one of them.
I don't know. I never used either of those.
I only used Tubi for that. I was like, let me see. So That's crazy to me.
Anyway, it's not Timu. It looks like Thimu. The first one looks like an F. And then the two middle ones looks like twin E's. And then M and U. So whoever Thimu is.
I'm looking up to see if Femu's a thing in the vampire world.
Well, it does have Dracula in here, too.
Yeah, see, so maybe, like, maybe, but, like, no, I'm not seeing Femu.
They also have Bella, which might be a Twilight reference.
That very well could be a Twilight reference.
Belios, Holly, Abraham, Vladislav, Mariah, Fradu.
Oh my god, wait. That's really funny for Abraham.
There's literally someone named Squee.
Squee!
Hack, I think? Mac? I can't tell, that's a little blur.
Okay, he doesn't become a vampire. You said Abraham, and I was like, that's really funny, because there's a movie from 2012 called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, no, like, I remember seeing the trailer for that.
I never saw it, but I was like, hey, maybe he becomes a vampire, and that's also a reference. He doesn't become a vampire. He declines, it looks like. So... Oh, shit. He declines right before he goes to the play. Shouldn't have declined.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious.
That's actually kind of fun. I'm not gonna... Sorry, Lincoln.
Sorry, Ghost of Lincoln. But, like, honestly, whoever wrote that is a fucking genius. That is hysterical.
It says 2 years later, April 14th, 1865, Lincoln celebrates the end of the war. Sturgis informs him that the remaining vampires have fled the country and tries to convince Lincoln to become a vampire, who declines before leaving with Mary for a play. Oh, shit.
That is hilarious.
Dang.
What could have been?
What could have been? Holy crap. Yeah, I think these are all references to, like, vampire-related media. That's really cool. The crossed-out name probably isn't, because it's probably going to be part of the story, but I'm intrigued.
Femu,
maybe.
That's what we're looking at. If we meet anyone else with, like, letters that look like that, specifically one that ends in a U, because that's what it looks like.
I bet, like, if anyone, like, watches my reactions but doesn't listen to the podcast and, like, comes into my reaction on one episode and I just immediately shout, oh, like, Temur, or something like, oh, that's what it is. Like, everyone will be like, what is she talking about? Like, we've been discussing this for weeks. Who the fuck is that name? Like, we've been waiting for a name that sounds similar.
So it looks like someone who ends with a U name, but...
Okay.
Also maybe not, because as we see and hear later, Methuseli, Ciaran, and Marquise all changed their names afterwards.
Yeah, they did. They kind of shortened them. In a way, it seems like.
Yeah. Wait.
Hold on. Wait, we just zoomed in real quick. Actually, wait, hang on.
It actually might be Fiatu.
Okay, let me try this then.
Feeatu, I think is what it is. Because when we zoom in on the three names, I can see a little bit of the crossed out one, and I see a T and looks like what an A is.
I'm not seeing anything, so it very well could be related to the story. It was giving me a lot of fiat. I was like, nope, not looking for that.
Feeatu, I think. Fiatu. Which makes me think of Nosferatu, who's also a vampire.
Yes, very true.
So.
He should be in there.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is, we just don't see all the tree.
Yeah. Yeah, so then Ramil comes in and explains everything about their names.
Yes.
And he keeps calling him out. He's like, you're still thinking about what happened earlier, aren't you? When I kissed you.
You still think it?
And he's like, no, I'm not. And he's like, but isn't that how humans show love? I watched it in the series. But I know what it means. That's why I did it.
Yeah, I like that he kind of, like, was like, oh, I watched it in the series and figured it was something I like that you guys do. But also, he said, but I wouldn't have done it without knowing what it means.
Right, yeah.
Which kind of shows that, like, I do care about you. I am connected to you. And I saw that that's what they do when you care and are connected to someone in the show. Yeah. So I was like, 1 + 1 is 2. Like...
Yeah, so. And Tony gets awkward and says he's going to bed because he needs to take him to see Mekhin and Ciar, like Methus said.
Yes.
And before Pun leaves, Ramil stops him and says, thank you for helping me.
They're already very close.
Yeah. Then Pun wakes up the next morning and Ramil's just sitting right there.
literally when he turned over in bed, I was like, this motherfucker's staring at me.
I literally said he's sitting right there as he popped up, and I just laughed because it's so funny.
It was so funny. He was like, morning!
Yeah, and he's like, the fuck you doing? And Ramil's like, well, I knocked on the door and you didn't answer, so I thought you were in trouble. And Method says, if you're ever in trouble, I need to break down the door, and holds up Doorknob in his hand.
Broke down the...
That is the funniest shit I think I've ever seen. Just him holding up the doorknob is like,
this is how I got in. It's so funny.
I love, and he's smiling the whole time. You saw this fucking puppy smile. I'm like,
he's a puppy. We've established he's literally a puppy.
Yes. And so they get up and they go, but we see the surveillance footage of Jet, Methus, and the girl whose name I forget, but seems to be more important than I thought. Because
Me too.
I thought she was just the like side character who didn't know anything. Turns out she's actually involved in a heavy way.
Yeah, she's actually heavily involved. So like, I will talk on that too.
And it was this scene specifically where I was like, is she
me too,
or is she like, or is she just here clueless? Like I don't know what's going on with her.
Me too, but because literally she says something like I'll handle it or something before she goes after him, and I was like, it made me like question just a tiny bit. I was like, what is she gonna handle though? Is she gonna handle talking to him about the painting and the vandalism, or is she gonna handle something else? Like what do you mean handle it? What situation are we handling?
Yeah.
It was a flicker though. So when I saw her later, I was like, oh shit, is that? Oh.
Yeah, no, me too.
She was flying under the radar.
She was, because last episode she kind of just seemed to be like, oh, the assistant who like maybe didn't know anything and was just there, and now it's like she's actually involved. I'm like, okay, this is actually a nice little twist.
Girlie's really good at hiding her intentions because I had no clue.
Yeah. So Jet asks Methus, he's like, oh, are you sure you didn't hurt someone or make any enemies somewhere for someone to want to just come in and vandalize your painting? And this is where the girl chimes in. She's like, okay, like, let's not make things worse. Let's not joke around here. And Methus is just like, okay, I've confirmed you two aren't the thieves, and I'll take care of restoring the painting myself. And this is where she's like, calm down, Jet, I'll take care of it. Which, again, it could have been like, oh, they're handling something else, or it could have been her trying to like calm him down, like at like a regular just like boss employee thing, be like, hey, chill, I'll do it because I can be more calm and deal with things. So I didn't know for sure, but this definitely raised suspicions.
Oh yeah, heavily raises suspicions.
Yeah, and then Jet calls Flynn, but he doesn't answer.
Nope. He's like, where are we with the painting?
Yeah, because we're now at the cult.
And that they fully know too that he's out and awake. So like he's probably like, ah shit, now Pun has has our vampire that we're trying to kill him. He's not answering his phone.
Yeah. So in the cult, we got Birds who drop a feather in front of a girl, and she's like, oh, thank you for choosing me. And goes over to talk to him. And she's like, I want you to find my boyfriend. And so he touches her head, covers one of his eyes to be, I think, bird. Like any bird, like a bird's eye view almost situation.
That's cool. I really like that power.
This is a really cool power. And he sees that pretty much her boyfriend's cheating on her.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, bestie, no.
And he says, he's like, look, let go of him. He's not worth the heartache for you.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, don't. He's like, don't cry. You'll mess up your pretty face. And like, for a second, I was like, wait, is he actually good or evil? Because I couldn't tell at this moment. And then he starts leaning in and his fangs come out. I'm like, wait, no, he's going to kill her.
Or not. Yeah, he's totally going to kill her.
Yeah. But then they hear that Ramil is here and he's like, oh, shit. And he comes out, meets them. And he's like, I heard from Methus that you are awakened. And Ramil's like, oh, then why didn't you come to see me? And he says, Methus said you're upset with me because you're not the one who broke my curse. Which got me off on a whole runner that Ciar is in love with Ramil and is super butthurt about Pun.
I figured, because I know that he always thought he was the favorite, but like also they've been saying stuff throughout the episode where it's like, you're just pissed he didn't pick you to break the curse. And it's like, but the one who breaks the curse is supposed to be his love for eternity. But also, did they know that, or was it just Lilith and Ramil that knew
No,
that?
because remember, the widow is speaking to them, and she's like, I'll explain it too. And I think they were talking at the same time, and they were like, all four of them.
So
were
now
hearing
he's
it, pretty
like,
much.
so I'm not the eternal love? Well, fuck that then. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the vibe I was getting.
Oh, for sure. He is so in love with Ramil.
And now he's butthurt.
Oh, 100%. He tried to kill Poon earlier. Or later. I mean, technically later. He does.
Literally, it's what I'll talk about it later, but when he walks in and they're at like four people each that they've defeated, I was like, this bitch better not do what I think he's gonna do.
I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, don't do it. He's the only human here.
So Ramil calls him out for acting like a child, even after 100 years. And he's like, I'm not a child. I'm my own leader. I have 100 times more followers than you did.
Now he's trying to one-up him because he's pissed.
Yeah. Ramil's like, yeah, I just wanted you, Methus, and Mekhin. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't need like a cult like you seem to want one.
Yeah, like he's like Ciar's here running a cult.
Yeah, it's a full cult. 100%.
Yeah. And Ciar says, we're not children who have to follow you anymore. He's like, okay, fine, let's go, Poon. And he puts his hand on his shoulder and walks away.
He's like,
yeah.
Like, he's my new one.
Yeah, I feel like he was being a little bit like, you know, trying to twist the knife a little bit.
Just a bit. Just a little petty. A little petty.
And then Ciar calls out and he's like, if you're gonna see Mekhin, don't bother, he won't come with you either.
Okay, well, I'll talk to him myself.
And we do. And to be fair, he does say, like, yeah, look, I know, but I'm also super busy with the hospital right now, so...
Yeah.
I kind of can't. So...
honestly, fair. Like, and I like that Ramil, like, respects that, because, like, he was like, this is my job, I've, you know, created something for myself, and I help people, and I don't want to leave people behind when there's a lot happening, and he was like, okay, fair. That's... Yeah. Honestly, very noble of you. I really respect that.
And this is where we find out. Ramil says, I made a right decision to give you my healing powers.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's why, but...
Yeah, and he even says, like, no, I don't use your healing powers, I do it the right way. Or the...
He was like, I haven't even used it. I was like, oh, so he's like, I mean, like, part of me is like, oh, you could heal them immediately. But also he's like, no, I wanted to be a doctor, and I know what that means, to use, like, the things doctors do. And also, if he went about, like, just healing people, I'm sure, like, not very far into his career, people would be like, how are you doing that? Like, this is supposed to be not healable. Yeah. This kid had cancer, and the next day she didn't. What's going on?
Well, like, yeah, the thing. Can it be, like, stuff like that, or are there just, like, wounds and, like, physical?
I don't know. I don't know how far it would go.
Because we only see it treating, like, physical, like, cuts and, like, stabs. Not, hey, you got cancer? No, you don't. Like,
no, you don't.
Like, it's not like that.
No, you don't.
But maybe you can on it. Who knows?
Who knows?
And so then, Ramil and Poon arrive at, like, a cafe arcade place thing. And see a bunch of, kids playing a, claw machine, trying to win a stuffed vampire.
Rigged, but also, like, that's really topical that there's a vampire in the machine.
Well, you know that's gonna be on Itachi there.
Oh, you're so right, because he says, how am I not clocking these? Like, I'm usually so good at clocking these. Like, he literally says, like, we'll come back here, don't worry, I'll win that vampire for you. He's fucking going to,
one of them's gonna come back and surprise it with the other one. I don't know who, I thought it was gonna be Poon's gonna get it for him and give it to him, but then Ramil said he wanted to win it for Poon. So now I'm like, I don't know who's gonna, maybe they'll come at different times to give them each other. That'd
be really cute. Like, I got you
Yeah, it's like, great minds. So Ramil sees the kids at the claw machine, and he's like, oh, look at all those brothers having fun. And Pun says, I don't think they're brothers, they're probably just friends. Which I thought, me and my Thai knowledge, thought that he meant friends. Like, you know, when people refer to, like, brothers as, like, friends.
Yeah.
I thought he meant that, but then when Pun clarifies, like, no, I don't think they're brothers, I think they're friends.
It's like, oh, okay.
I was like, oh, never mind, guess not, I'm a dumbass.
I remember I was watching a Run BTS episode the other day, and they brought up, like Dongsang as, like, the younger brother thing, but, like, they were trying to figure out, like, slang or something like that, or I think it was, dialect, and they said, Jin Dongsang, which means, like, real younger brother. So and he's like, yeah, we don't say that often, we just say Dongsang, like, no, whether it's a real brother, like, by blood or not. So it must be similar in Thailand, where he since he's from like 100 years ago, he could have very well said the like formal version of real brothers.
Right.
And he went, oh no, they're probably just like regular friends.
Yeah, I'm assuming something like that.
Yeah, I'm like, I was wondering for a second, I was like, does he have brothers? But then I'm like, oh, he's thinking about the other three. Like,
yeah, because he says later that they are like his real brothers.
Exactly, yeah. They probably had a relationship that was quite similar. And now they definitely, everyone's kind of separated these days. Like, even Ciar and Mekhin don't really, like, they seem to be pretty separate too. They are on their own paths. Like, no one's really talking to each other. It probably breaks his heart after.
I think later Ciar said like it's been 10 years. Do you want to grab a drink or something? I'm like, yeah, like since I think they met or saw each other.
It's been a while.
Which, I mean, I guess for vampires isn't that long, but like, you know, if you live forever, 10 years is probably nothing.
In the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't be, but also like, did he become a vampire and did they become vampires around that time 100 years ago? Or was it like 100 years before that? Like, we don't actually know.
They were vampires when they were, like, when Ramil was there, because Ramil turned to them. So it was before he got locked away.
Yeah, it was before he got locked away, but like, how long before? It could have been 100 years before. It could have been 200 years before.
I mean,
they could have been living for centuries.
that's, I don't know. No idea.
We don't actually fully know how old they are.
No. But anyway, then Puppy Ramil goes over to the claw machine. And, and he's
I want to win it. I want to win it.
And Flynn comes over. He has 2 coins, so he gets 2 chances. He was close on his first one, but failed the second one. And he like begs and he's like, "Can I get one more?" And he pouts out his lip, but he's like, "No, I can't. I don't have any more coins."
I was like, this is gonna break his heart because I know this is rigged. I know this shit is rigged. It's gonna break his heart.
But Flynn does offer him ice cream.
Yeah. Which, honestly, good consolation prize. I'm not an ice cream person as much as other people seem to be. I'll, like, take it or leave it. But, like, honestly, I would rather win something from the claw machine, but knowing it's rigged, maybe not.
Yeah. So then they are in the car, and Flynn is helping Ramil with the seatbelt, and they get very close again. And then they start talking about, like, his relationship with the 3 of them, and how he misses that. Because he does think of them as his real brothers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, after spending so much time together, you would. And, like, coming back 100 years later to find everyone's just separated, it's probably heartbreaking for him.
Right. And Poon says, like, look, I also have a younger brother, so I know it's like that you just wanted the best life for them.
Yeah.
Even if it's not with you.
He definitely relates.
Yeah. And a phone rings. It's not Poon's phone. It is Ramil's phone that is vibrating on his butt, he says.
He's like, what is this? Like, what is on my ass right now?
Yeah. And then they answer the phone, and it is Methus, and he talks about the hunters, who were the one who stole the paintings. And there's also a constellation on the truck that says Orion, and I was gonna look this up, so let me do that now.
Oh, well, I know Orion is a constellation itself.
Oh, that was called I kept reading it as Orion.
Orion.
Constellation.
Yeah.
Greek
mythology.
It's Orion.
Named for a hunter in Greek mythology. Hey. All right, so that makes sense.
It's literally like a translation of hunter, pretty much.
I like that. I mean, like, not to like lift up the hunters in any way, but like they make good naming decisions.
It's very clever.
Very clever. Well done, guys.
Yeah. And he starts warning them that Ramil is their next target.
Yeah.
And so as they drive away, they are being chased by the hunters. And we see them shoot a bit. And we see that Pun gets a little cuss on his cheeks.
Yeah, and like immediately, like, Ramil's like, oh no.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
He gets out of the car, appears in the back seat, and causes the car to crash. And then he steps out with all the fog and steam coming out to see that he's okay.
He's okay. He's fine. He's literally fine. He's literally, like, it took me a second because I was like, wait, are they dead? Are they not dead? That was, like, crazy. Like, he went to step out of the car and I was like, bro, are we gonna, like, what are we doing? And then suddenly he just gets into the car and I'm behind them and I was like, How the fuck? I was like, what did we do?
We find out later that he does have his super speed back.
He does. Like, at first I was like, wait, but how did we do this? It's because he has his super speed back. That's probably...
Yeah, so my guess is that he has some of his powers back, but not all of them, or not fully to the extent, my guess.
Yeah.
Because they still need, like, to do whatever they're doing or whatever.
I was trying to figure out what in the heck was going on there, because I think the fact that Methys helped him with the first ritual. Right. I think each of them have to help with one ritual, or at least, like, all be combined for one.
Yes, I think that's it.
Yeah. I think that's it, because then he got the super speed back, and Methys still has his, so I don't think it takes away the other's power. I think it just kind of, like, divides it, or, like, distributes some back to him.
Right. Oh, I didn't even put that together.
I think if all three of them were there, it would have worked 100%.
Yeah, I think they each needed to let him drink their blood, pretty much.
Because he said, like, I have super speed, I have transformation, and healing was the only one we didn't hear about, but he probably
talked about giving
he talked about giving it.
Healing.
So it's probably just that. And so like they have to kind of distribute it back to him.
Oh, I like that. Okay, I didn't even put that together in my head, but now I am. That's actually very fun. That's fun.
And after watching this episode, I was like, okay, well, Mekhin seems like the most likely to be able to be fine with doing that.
Yeah, he'll probably
Ciar probably would. Like, here's my thing. Even though my first thought was like, if it takes it away from him, 100% he wouldn't do it. It wouldn't take away from him. It would just divide it. And he would have some and Ramil would have some. But he still wouldn't do it because he, honestly, right now is only focused on one-upping him because he's pissed. Yeah. So he's like, if I give you more power, I don't know, because then I'll be like lower. No, not happening. Right.
But then Mekhin and Ciar show up at the hotel.
Mm.
And Ciar is like, I thought you weren't going to come here. And he's like, I never said I wasn't going to. You said I wouldn't come here.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what you're doing. And then they have a little banter before they go off to see Methys.
Yeah.
And he's just like, can you guys be quiet? There are other people at this hotel.
People.
And so Mekhin covers Ciar's mouth and, like, shoves him in the room.
I was, question mark, side couple, maybe? Not sure? Thinking about it?
I think there's another side couple.
Do you?
And there was a brief moment that happened later, and I was.
I know what it is then. I know what it is then.
Okay. We'll put a pin in that when it happens, because I was like, there's no. Why would they show this if not a thing?
Yeah, 100%. I got it right here.
Okay. Well, Pun and Ramil are sitting in the living room. And Ramil holds out his pinky, and he's like, I'm sorry, I don't know why you're mad at me.
Let's make up. Let's make up.
And he says, I'm not mad at you, I was just worried. Like, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you could get hurt.
Yeah.
And so Ramil is like, okay, I'm sorry, but since you're not mad, can we make up, pinky? And he holds out his pinky, and he sits next to him, and they wrap pinkies.
They do the gay pinky hold.
Yes. Well, it's more like a pinky promise.
Either way.
Sure.
They're gay and pinkies touched.
And Ramil says, I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you. And Pun says, I would have died the first day I got here without you, so it's fine, we're even.
Yeah.
And this is where they lean in. This was one I didn't even hope for, because I knew it was going to get interrupted.
Literally, like, this at this point, I was like, I know those 3 other motherfuckers are in the other room, and I know they're about to walk in.
Yep. The fucking 3 stooges burst through the door.
The 3 stooges.
And we see that Mekhin uses his healing powers on Pun to heal his cheek wounds.
Yeah.
And he says, like, I would treat your wounds the normal way, but I know that Ramil wouldn't want me to. So I use them this way.
He's like, it would take way too long, and he would be like, can you heal him already? Like, it's very important to him.
And then Ciar is like, okay, so what happened to the humans who attacked you? Why didn't you kill them? And Ramil says, we have a rule that in my lineage, we do not kill humans.
Unless they try to kill them, he says.
No, that's what Ciar says.
Oh,
I think. I think Ciar's like, unless they try to kill us, like, we should kill them first.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he would come up with that rule himself, so... He's like, you weren't here? They tried to kill me? Fair's fair.
And then Ciar explains that over 100 years, our lineage was hunted, and almost none of us dare to reveal ourselves anymore. So they've gone into hiding, pretty much.
Yeah.
Even the purebloods of Ramil's family were all killed by those hunters. And Ramil was the only one who survived because he was stuck in a painting.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about this, and I was like, in fact, I feel like Lilith kind of saved him inadvertently, whether she meant to or not.
That's the thing. I'm wondering, like...
I was like, he probably would have died to hunters if he wasn't trapped in a painting.
Were they hunters, though? Do we know for a fact they were hunters? I mean, we just assumed they were hunters, but what if they weren't?
The people that hit him in the painting?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they might not be 100%, but because, like, later on in life, he could have been killed by hunters if he wasn't in the painting,
right?
Because his whole other family was, and he ended up getting trapped in the painting. So yeah, maybe those people, either they were hunters and this was one of their tries to like stop him or something, or they were summoning Lilith to kind of protect him in a way and put him in the painting because hunters were like on the prowl and like this close to getting him or something.
I will say, during the ritual, they were all wearing black hoods, were they not? And out of the three of them, one's fine with killing humans, aka a widow. Sacrifice.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like hunters would probably be less inclined to do that.
Yeah, so what if Ciar did it to, like, protect Ramil this whole time?
I don't know about Ciar doing it. I'll hold out for it, but like...
Well, that's what I'm saying. The black hoods, they were all wearing black hoods, and he's the only one who is fine with killing humans.
He could have taken advantage of that fact later on. That's my thought, is if they're the same people or the same, like, kind of people that are in his cult, then I'm wondering if all of this happened, and what we're not seeing maybe is the three of them showed up, and then, like, later on the people were like, hey, it's okay, we just saved your boss. Like, and then eventually Ciar spent enough time with them where he was just like, actually, I should be your boss, and like kind of took advantage of the situation.
Maybe.
That's what I'm seeing. But like, honestly, they might not even be related. I don't know. We do have to find out. So we shall see.
But yeah, so Ciar's kind of talking to Ramil more, and he's like, you still want to trust humans and spare their lives. And then they'll look over to Plun, implying him, really, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a not so happy look on his face as he looks at him, which...
No.
Again, he is so in love with Ramil. You don't even know.
So in love. So, like, these fucking two, like, it's crazy. It's episode 2, and they're giving each other, like, soft smiles. They're giving... Pun... It's not even Ramil doing this. It's Pun being like, I'm just worried about you. Like, I just... Like, bro, like they... It's episode 2!
They are destined to be together. It's literally they're literally soulmates.
I love that he's like, we're destined to be together? Might as well start now then. I just already given him, like, I'm worried about you and cute looks. Might as well.
Time, no?
Exactly.
He's been 100 years in a painting. He doesn't want to waste time anymore.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't care. We're not going to waste time.
Oh my god, you are right. Because Method just says that's why we need both of you to perform a ritual to transfer the powers back to our master. Oh my god, I missed this line completely. I was talking about Ciar being in love with Ramil during this. I missed this. That is so smart. Oh my, I was so dumb. Sorry, I'm so dumb. I just now realized all of this.
I told you. What did I say?
And Method says once he gets the powers back, he can become leader again. And we can put an end to all of this.
Yes.
It's
so, but then I know fucking Ciar would now be like, okay, he could be leader again? Wonderful. I'm totally in. No. Not a chance in hell.
Ramil says, he's like, I don't want to force you to. And that's when...
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
He's a good leader.
Well, Ciar gets up and leaves, and Mekhin says, like, okay, I'm going to go too, bye. And leaves.
Yeah.
And Mephis asked Ramil if that was a good idea. And he's like, I just want them to decide for themselves, but I think they'll come back and do it. So,
yeah,
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know Mekhin probably will. I'm not sure about Ciar. Ciar's gonna need some convincing.
Yeah. And then Mekhin and Ciar are walking outside, and Mekhin says, he's like, if you're so worried about him, why don't you just give him his powers back? And Ciar just ignores him.
Of course he does.
And he says, "It's been 10 years. Don't you want to grab a drink or something?" Which means they haven't seen each other in 10 years.
Interesting. But why? Well, I mean, maybe I'm thinking like Ramil was kind of like an anchor. Because he was their leader or their master, and like they all three of them were there, but they all kind of spent time together. He felt like maybe the glue of the group, the anchor of the group, and when he disappeared, they probably kind of drifted. So
well, also they both took on completely different lives. Mekhin probably went to medical school as a doctor for who knows.
Very morally different lives. Very morally different.
That probably took all of his time, and Ciar went to form a cult. So like. Yeah.
Two very drastic edges of a blade.
Like, and Mekhin was running a hotel. Like, all three of them were doing very different things.
Very different things. Like insanely different lives. Yeah. They went, oh, we're gonna go opposite ends immediately. Like, we are different. Let's show that.
Yeah. And when Mekhin says, like, hey, I actually have to work at the hospital tonight, Ciar asks, and he's like, aren't they a bit suspicious that it's been years and you still haven't graduated?
Yeah, I thought that too. I was like, because he says like he said you're the owner of this hotel, right? So apparently it's like his hotel, and I'm like, how the fuck do y'all not see it? Like,
right?
It's been 100 years and he's still a child. Like, not a child, but like close enough. Like he's like 20s.
I know. I'm wondering if I'm trying to be like, maybe it's just like a. Depending on how long it was, we don't even know how long he's been. Like, maybe it was only 10 years. Like, we don't know when this all happened either, so.
Yeah, true. When did he buy the hospital? Like, I don't know. I feel like either people just aren't seeing it. Okay, there's three options. Either people aren't seeing it because they're dumb. Or it's not something to think about, but like, or second option, they're seeing it, but it's freaking them out, and so their subconscious is like, don't see it, like, you don't want to see it, don't see it. Like, that could be something, kind of like fight or flight mode. They're all flying. They're all flighting. Third option, there's something, I don't know, like a power, like, I don't think it's the healing power, but like, I don't think he's using it even, but there must be something that's like, kind of like the glitter effect in the live action Cinderella. She puts like glitter on her face with like her wand, and the others just don't recognize her at the ball, and that's how she gets away with it. So I'm like, I wonder if there's like some kind of vampire magic that is just making them not notice.
I would think of vampire magic. Maybe it's just like they look different. I don't know.
Possibility.
And then Ciar is like, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you using those stupid human transportation things again?" And he's like, "Well, I don't have wings."
A car, yes. AKA a car.
Well, a taxi specifically.
A taxi. Okay.
Yes. And then we're at Wab Mart.
Yes, this is where Pong works.
Yes, Pong or whatever his name is. He works here.
I think Pong calls him Pong. Yeah. Like, he just shortens it. So I've been going with Pong.
Yeah, we see him working there, and we see Mekhin just drive by in a taxi.
Is this
side couple?
Like,
this
I noticed.
What was the point of this? Like,
what was the point? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because like he drove by and I went, ooh, they just missed each other. Interesting. But I didn't think side couple. I just went, weird. Like, but it was definitely like out of the norm. Like, I don't know why.
I'm like, why show this if there wasn't like a, oh, they just missed each other by fate type of situation? But
also, hear me out here. Pong is like a child. Pong is in high school. Like, he's not in university, he's in high school.
True. But also, I don't know if he's a vampire. I don't know.
Pong is not a vampire.
No, I meant fucking Mekhin.
Mekhin is what I meant.
I keep on Mekhin. Mekhin. Yes. Mekhin is a vampire, and we technically don't know how old he is either.
Okay, however old he is older than child.
But he could have been turned as a child.
If he was turned as a child, I feel like the people at the hospital would have been wary about hiring a child, or at least
he could have lied until he's like 20 or something. I don't know. But like, that's the thing. Vampire-human relationships are weird, no matter what age. Because if you're turned at 17 and you're a vampire at 17, does that mean you can date someone who's not an adult, but then when they turn 18, it gets weird? Like, what's the vibe there? Because then or is like,
I've never, no, like, I have no idea, honestly. Like,
It's
I watched
weird.
Vampire Diaries, but eventually people were turned, so, like, there was no need to think about it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I would just point this out as like, what's the reason here, if not a thing.
My thought, another reason this could be, I'll throw in another one into the hat, is just a way of showing, like, how close this situation could affect, like, Pong. Like, oh, they're right there. Like, it could get to him. Like,
oh, see,
closer than you think.
You said another reason. I thought this was a reason to support this, which was what I thought, which was it brings Pong into the main story and also shows how close Pong and Pong are with, like, both falling in love with vampires pretty much in the same, like, lineage, and, like, brings him in more into the main story. Because otherwise, what's the point of really him being there if not just
I thought it was just like.
That's what I thought you were hinting at, and I was like, oh, that's actually a good point. But then you started saying something else. I was like, never mind.
Nah, I thought it was just kind of symbolism for, like, he's close to the danger that the story could end up being.
Right, and he could be. That could be it too. I don't know. I'm putting a pin in that, but
Okay,
I do think it's something to see where it goes. So then he's walking, and he realizes he's surrounded, and he takes out his phone, calls Memphis, and he's like, hey, you got 5 minutes. And he starts fighting.
He's like, you have 5 minutes. And, like, when he said that, I was like, does he mean to get there? How the fuck is he gonna... My dumbass forgot he speeds.
Honestly, I did too, but I also was like, oh, wait, duh.
It was like, what are we doing? Because at first I was like, when he answered the phone and he was like, hi, Mekhin, or something like that, I was like, my thought was, because he immediately started fighting, I thought it was one of the hunters on the phone being like, hey, stay where you are, you're about to die. Like, I don't know, some sort of, like, tactic. I don't fucking know.
Right.
But then he was like, you have 5 minutes, Methus, and I was like, oh, we're talking to Methus? But then, like, we see Ciar, like, hang up the phone, or like, on the phone saying, like, there's 8 of them here, and I was like, who are we talking to?
I know.
Who's talking to who?
Because then he calls Ciar, and he's like, hey, I'm dealing with 3, how many are you dealing with? He's like, I got 8, so...
He's literally chilling, he's like, oh, I got 8, yeah, don't worry, I got this.
Yeah. And then he turns into Bird, but then there are lots of birds. He turns into Bird.
Yeah.
Did he turn into all those birds, or did he summon other birds?
I think he's one bird, and he probably saw, because he can see through birds, so, like, he probably has, like, a fleet of birds. He's probably like, come on, birds, because he was sitting in the chair last episode, and, like, petting, like, 2 different birds, so he has birds. Yeah.
Maybe he
probably has bird friends. Too. Yeah, he probably has bird besties. Like, this is his other cult, like, his cult within the cult of birds.
Right. So then back with Mekhin. Nope, Mekhin. He gets stabbed. And we see that he can heal himself.
Okay, yeah, because for a second, it looked like he was, and then, like, he was still down there, like breathing hard, and I was like, did it not heal him, or,
right,
like...
we couldn't tell, because his shirt was all covered up with blood, we couldn't really tell if the wound healed it or not.
And I'm not sure, like, because they stabbed him with a knife. Is that how it works? Do we just stab him with everyday objects, and vampires could die like humans? Or, like, is there a special thing we need, like a wooden stake?
Maybe they're just trying to, like, weaken him and hurt him and then take him into the actual hunters and
back.
Then do something there. Or, honestly, they might just try to use him as leverage to get Ramil.
Could be as well. Because I'm so curious. How do vampires die here?
But they can probably still feel pain. Like, from, like, knives and shit. I
know that in Vampire Diaries, it was like a wooden stake, and for the original vampires, it was a very specific wooden stake from, like, an old ash tree or something like that. A werewolf bite could also kill a vampire. And I know in Twilight, I think, I didn't watch a lot of Twilight. I don't remember much of Twilight, but I know that decapitating a vampire 100% does it.
Yeah, decapitating does a wooden stakes normally.
Okay. Those are the options I've got.
Fire.
Silver bullets is more werewolves. Fire.
Burning.
Fire was another thing.
But again, remember, these vampires also don't get hurt by the sunlight. So, like, they're not... They aren't our typical, like, vampires we know in history, so we don't know how they die.
They like garlic. Like it's...
They like garlic, they like sunlight.
They're not typical.
They don't, like...
There could be a very different rule here for what kills a vampire. You could kill him with an everyday object. You could get a butter knife and stab him through an eye, and he'd be fine. Like, or he'd be dead. Like, it's like, who knows?
We don't know. So let's wait and see. I'm sure we'll see a vampire die eventually, if not a.
The only vampires we've seen so far are our main vampires. So let's hope that if a vampire does die soon, it's not our main crew.
Yeah, maybe like we'll meet some. Maybe we'll get flashback how all the hunters killed the vampires, or the hunters will explain how to kill
Yeah.
vampires. They'll be like, "Here's how you kill vampires."
Yeah. Oh, I
You know?
would really love like there's an episode of Doctor Who where they kind of show him himself by showing like all the people that have helped him over the years sacrificing themselves for him and being like, this is your legacy, people die because of you. And it kind of flashes back to all these moments in all these previous episodes of these people just dying over and over and over again. And I would love a moment like that in this, where it's like the hunters being like, you want to know what happened to your family? Well, remember your mother, or remember your sister, or remember like this one vampire. And every time they say it, like it flashes to a different like death. Like it shows them killing all these vampires. That would be really interesting. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
It'd be sad, but I would love to see it.
But then Methods comes in and helps out Mekhin.
Yes. You thought about it. Good job.
I was like, is it Mekhin? It's Mekhin. And then, Methods is like, look, I didn't have shoes because it would take too long to get here. You said I had 5 minutes, so.
He literally, he ran in his bare feet. I was like, oh, duh, you have super speed.
Yes.
I was like...
And then Mekhin asks, and he's like, oh, what about Ciar? And he's like, don't worry, Master would help him. And he's like, oh, good, I'm sure he's going to like that.
Yeah.
But then he's like, not exactly, because
not really.
With him.
Yeah, I don't think I'll like that part. Like,
yeah. Because Ciar wants to be the title #1 in his eyes.
Yeah, so someone has a crush and it's not going well.
I think it's more than a crush if it's been over 100 years.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if it's been past a certain amount of years, it's not a crush anymore. It's like love. Like it kind of has to be. Like if you get to a certain point where you have had a crush on someone for so long, there's nowhere to go but up. So it will build into love.
Right.
Whether you want it to or not.
Yeah. And so then we get to the fight with Ciar. He's pretty much knocked out all of them. And he's about to kill one, but Ramil comes in and stops him.
Yeah.
And he's like, we don't kill them. And he's like, let's make a deal. Like, we will fight these guys. And if you save more than I kill, then I'll follow your rules. And they fight. And by the end, it seems like only 4 are dead.
Cool fight choreography, by the way. Cool fight choreography. Cool fight choreography, by the way.
Yeah, oh, the fights are really cool.
They're really well done. Like, there's a lot of thought that goes into it, because I know, like, sometimes in BLs, a lot of fights will be like, like, it'll be kind of like slow-mo, but not filmed in slow-mo. Like, it's not the best, but like, these days, I feel like they keep getting better. Like, I've seen a lot of really good fight choreography in recent BLs.
I think especially in a show where there's probably going to be lots of fights like these.
Yeah.
Like, they do put time and effort into that.
Yeah, we love.
And then they realize it's a tie. But Pun runs over to one of the guys who they thought were dead. They're not, so... Mekhin.
Yes, right, there you go.
Mekhin. Mekhin heals him. Gotcha. And Ramil's like, guess I win. He's like, I wouldn't be so sure about that. And he's about to run over to Pun. But then Ramil gets in the way. And then Method starts fighting with him.
I was like, this bit, like the second Pun walked in, I was like, ah, shit, you're the last human here, and it's looking like it's tied. This is not good.
Yeah, so Method, as he's fighting Ciar, he's like, look, get over it. Mr. Pun is the one who Master chose.
Woo! Get over it, bitch.
Like, you lost. Deal with it.
If anything, your behavior is gonna make me not have a crush on you more. But like this is making you less attractive. Like, with you being butthurt over all this so much that you're being petty about it.
Yeah. And that's kind of where the episode ends.
But we have the extra scene. I have to remember there's always an extra scene.
I did too. This time I was prepared.
Okay.
So we see the twins, who I'm assuming were the ones who cut the painting up.
Yeah. You were right.
Yes, and they're watching monitored with no signal and saying mission failed. But then the girl gets a text from Castor, who I'm assuming is one of the guys.
Yeah, it must be one of the. It's one of the. Here, I have the list up here. It's yeah, it's one of the twins. It's JJ.
Okay. Oh, and speaking of, what's the girl's name? Because she had a name, I'm sure.
Yes, it's Elise.
Elise. Okay.
Yeah.
Elise. She gets a text and goes up to with Jet, and he goes over and talks to everyone in this club of hunters.
Mm.
And he's like, let's cheer like they're the vampire's blood and souls. We fail our mission tonight, but we will make sure every vampire is eliminated.
So they got a whole band here.
Yes.
Like, that's a lot of people.
And then he breaks the glass in his hands.
Dang, bro.
And I'm like, bro, you're not a vampire. That would hurt.
Yeah, bro. I'd be like, ow. Like, maybe let's not do that. Let's save the glasses and save our hand from cuts.
Yeah. But it was dramatic, so he gets points for that.
And it was like literally like when she gets a text and she looks up and I was like, am I tripping or is that girly? I think that's her. I think that's her from the art gallery. Yeah. I was not even suspecting until like that one moment, and that wasn't even, it was like a blip of a thought of like, what's she talking? And then it disappeared because I went on to the next scene. And so seeing her, I was like, she flies under the radar. She's very good at her job.
Yeah. And so that's where the episode ends.
Yes.
Who was the MVP for this episode?
Oh, okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Elise.
Ramil. Ooh.
I was like trying to figure out one, but the fact that Elise like so expertly flew under the radar really got to me. Like she took Secret Hunter to a whole new level. Like I had no idea, and it kind of whiplashed me when I saw her face, and I went, "Oh, bro, she's good." So like I feel like the fact that she's so good at not being detectable probably helped them a lot so far, and will help them a lot more in coming episodes as well. So like even though she's evil, she's doing a very good job at her job. So at least.
Yeah, I said Ramil because we got to see a lot more like of him being more comfortable. I feel like in this episode, like he wasn't just like clueless and like a puppy all the time. He still had like when he was like showing him like the history book of their family.
Yeah.
And like helped him with his wounds, and even the whole car chase sequence when he just appeared in the backseat and he like took out those guys. But also doesn't kill humans too. So he like when he kind of stops Ciar from killing most of the humans.
Yeah.
In that fight at the end too. So I feel like he was
I would hope that the hunters that like he comes into contact with and like saves, like the ones in the car, I would hope that they'd be like, oh, maybe he ain't that bad. But like no, apparently not. There's like a lot of bias and hurt there, then it's not so easily swayed. So but and to add to that, he was very like he was my second choice. I was this close to choosing Ramil. To add to that, he was like not pushing anything on Mekhin and Ciar. He was being like, you know, whatever you guys want to do, that's fine. But I thought, like, you know, I'm back, so if you wanna, come on over. Like he's not being too pushy, and I really like that.
No, I agree.
He's a different they use the word master for him, but he like treats that very differently than a lot of other people would. Yeah. Yeah,
no, he's very respectful.
Well, we're gonna do something different because we don't have our promo vibes, and I wanted to add to this because I thought it'd be fun. We're gonna do a tier list every episode, and that way when we're done, this will kind of make it easier to rank everybody from me as well, because I know I tend to like switch things up last minute. Exactly, we can see why they've grown, how they've grown, and it's easier to keep track of why they've moved up or down in the list, I feel. So all right, well,
I will be honest, the lowest tier I have right now is B.
Really? The lowest tier I have right now is C.
Okay. So you can go first then if you're in C.
Okay. Well, I only have one in my C, and it's Jet. I know he's like a hunter and we know nothing about him. He's mainly here because we don't know that much about him yet, but what I've seen from him, he seems very much like a dick. Like it's not like, here's my thing, like Elise we'll get to later, but like we have not seen much of her, but I feel better about her than I do him. He seems like, yeah, he's a hunter, but he also has this energy about him that's very like he's not getting what he wants and throwing a temper tantrum about it kind of thing. He has that energy. We haven't seen that, but I'm getting that energy. So he's in C for now.
Okay, well in my B tier, at the bottom I have Jet. And the reason he's in the middle of the tier is because in the first episode, we had a whole thing with that ghost child boy thing. who I still think might be his brother who got killed by vampires, and that's why he's so like against him and why he became a hunter. Like I feel like he has backstory that I do want to explore, and so I do want to wait to see depending on where I rank him. Because like if a vampire killed your brother or something, you have pretty good reasons to not like them.
True.
Like, so like I want to know more about it right now, but he's at the bottom of the characters so far because he is kind of a dick.
Thinking about the vampires we've seen, actually, could it have been Ciar?
It could have been. We don't know. That's the thing.
He's the one that kills humans, so.
And then above him, at the top of my B tier is Elise. She's slightly higher. They're both still hunters and still not great. But
yeah.
I feel like she could either be a lot nicer than Jet or completely horrible, like and way worse than Jet.
And honestly, I'm excited to see.
Yeah. So right now I'll put her at the top, but she could either be the worst ever and go bottom, or she could also be like really nice and sweet and help everyone. I don't know.
And with either one, I'm kind of intrigued to see like either one. Like I'm really
either way, I'd be here for it. So I'm excited to see where she goes.
Because I'm scared because like we were talking about how like good the potential was for like the villain in the woman in the show that must not be named.
Oh God!
And the potential just went away so fucking because like immediate death. So like we were like, what the fuck? So I hope it's not something like that where she could be, and like she's on the verge of it, and then they just like kill her off. Like I will be upset. Like if she turns out to be the evil mastermind, I want to see all of it. Like I need in depth.
But yeah, that's my
anyway. All right. Well, my B tier. I have two people in my B tier. At the bottom is Ciar. Because I know he's like on the team and everything, but like the fact that he's like basing all of his like peeved off energy on the fact, why don't you love me is like bugging me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And I get that you would be hurt because like after 100, like not 100 years of him, 100 years of him being gone, but before that, like so long of maybe being vampires, don't know how long. And you're like, why didn't you choose me after so long? I get you would be hurt by that. But also, dude seems to be like, I don't know, lashing out, and I don't like it. So we'll see where his character develops, though. I'm excited to see if it moves up or down. And above him is Elise, for the reason I just said, is for my MVP. She's interesting, and there's like so much that could be done for her character just from the flash we got. Like first episode, did not pay attention to her at all. I saw there was a girl there, art gallery. I was like, fine, hello, no story there. And now suddenly she's like someone I'm probably the most interested in this show. Like I want to see where she goes. So like she's in B, but I have high hopes for her that she could move way higher.
She could. We haven't seen her character yet, but we just know there's something there.
The flicker we saw spells out that there's something there. So that's my B.
In my A tier at the bottom, I have Pong or Pong. What's the name? Pong. I have Pong. We didn't see much of him this episode except for a flash of him at his job. But last episode we did see a lot of him. And he just, he wants to stay with his brother, but his brother wants him to have a better life outside of this. And so right now he's here because we don't know much about him as of now. But I feel like we will see more of him in the future, which is why he's at the bottom of A. And at the top of A is Ciar. Mainly because I'm still very curious if he's the one who cursed Ramil to save him. And that's why he was so butthurt that he wasn't the one to break the curse. Like, he thought he could curse him and maybe also be the one to break it as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I'm very intrigued to see where he goes. Will he end up helping Ramil at the end? Will he end up being good? Will he not? Will he sacrifice himself and die for Ramil to save him? Like, I'm very curious to see where he goes.
Okay.
So that's where he is at A tier.
Fair. My A tier at the bottom, just like you, I have Pong. We don't know much about him yet. We only really saw any of his storyline in episode 1. We just know where he works from episode 2.
Right.
But it is interesting because, like, as I said in episode 1, we haven't. I don't think I've seen a foster child storyline or at least anything close to that in BL before. So that'd be really interesting to see. So I hope we see more of that and kind of how it affects him and Pong's relationship. And I don't know, I feel like we could see more of him. The reason he's at the bottom of A is like, I feel like I'll put him in S if we get like more from him, but we haven't gotten more yet.
Right.
And I feel like we will, judging by that little just passing each other shot.
Right.
Something's going on there. Don't know what yet, but like something. We'll see what happens. But likewise, at the top of A is Mekhin. I like him, and I would have put him in S, but I feel like there's still more to learn about him. I
Right.
think he seems to be a really nice dude, and I really like the fact that he is a doctor, but he basically uses his hands like doctors do. He doesn't use the powers.
Yes.
It's not just to fly under the radar, but he feels like it'd be wrong to use it otherwise. And I really like that about him. So I'm hoping to see more of him so he can be moved up to S, because I feel like he'd be a really, really nice character. He feels like he'd be a really good character. So that's my A.
Okay. At the bottom of my S tier is name
You got this. Oh, Mekhin?
Mekhin.
Are we talking about Mekhin?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Is Mekhin. Like you said, I like that he has the healing powers but doesn't use them. And besides that, he just seems like a really nice guy. Like,
yeah,
he's very helpful, and he also can kick ass too. We saw, so he's not just like, oh, I don't want to hurt anyone. He can hurt people if he wants to, which is cool.
Yeah.
And so right now he's kind of like, I actually really like him. So I'm excited to see more of him. Above him is Metis. I like the fact that he's so devoted to Ramil this whole time. Like 100 years passed and he's still there.
Yeah.
He's done nothing but try to help him. And now that he's still trying to help. And he's willing to help Mekhin in the fight. And he's willing to fight Ciar. Even if he's not, like, you know, if he's trying to go against Ramil in any way by going after Pun. So he's willing to, like, you know, he could also be someone I could see giving his life for Ramil, like, in the end. Like, I could see him doing it as well.
Yeah.
And then above him is Pun. I really love Pun. He is so nice. He's so good. And, like, the way he's, like, helping Ramil with all this, even though he's like, the fuck is a vampire? He's very confused, but he's also very helpful. Really helping him. And, like, you know, he's helping him know the current world. And I like the fact that he wasn't thrown off by the kiss at first, and he's still like, and he was worried about Ramil. That was one of the reasons why he is genuinely worried already. Like, like, I think he already is in love with Ramil. He just is like, again, I think something happened with his parents maybe, and like that's why he's trying to like push people away almost, which is why he's still like hesitant a bit, but I do really love him. And at the top is Ramil, our little puppy vampire.
Our puppy.
Yeah, he is amazing. Not only is he just cute and adorable and like is a puppy, but also we know he can fight, we know he can kick ass, and we know even as like a master or ruler, he is still like super supportive of his quote unquote minions, I guess, and also their own choices. And making them want to help him and not forcing them to. Yeah. And giving them their own free will and giving them his powers and doing all that stuff. And he's really cool. Like, he's actually a really good leader as well. Yeah. So I really like that about him.
Well, in my S tier at the bottom, I have Metis. This is very similar to you. Same top, pretty much. And I had a thought while you were talking.
I know she made a face when I was talking. So.
I did. I made a face. This is literally just a wild theory. Because we're 2 episodes in and there's literally no indication of anything. But what if we have like a long style twist? What if Metis
that I was thinking
is orchestrating shit?
I thought that for a split second last episode. Like maybe he's also in love with Ramil.
Everyone's just in love with Ramil.
I mean, can you blame them?
It's a possibility. It's episode 2, so there's no indication, but there's always a possibility, so I thought I'd say it.
I agree. I am on board with that theory.
We will keep that theory. Other than that, though, well, from what we have seen, he is very loyal, and he seems to be a nice dude for now. And yeah, he's just other than the lapse in you know, with the instinct and immediately going after Pun's blood. Right. He seems like he really came in. I was like, he didn't say sorry, but like Ramil was like, he's sorry. Okay, I promise, he's sorry. Like,
yeah,
and like Because he did. That's he didn't mean to. He's a shark. But he seems like a very nice dude, and he's pretty much the only one who was really waiting for Ramil to be freed from the curse.
Right.
He had the painting, he was going to show it, and he was like, I feel like it's almost time, I can feel it, it's coming. So he's
Which
been
is
there.
another indication that he's in love with Ramil.
Maybe. Possibly. Is that another vampire power that they can, like, see shit? Because he was seeing shit. Like, when he shook Pun's hand the first time,
I think that's because he's from his lineage, because he turned him. Like, maybe there's a connection
maybe?
there. I don't... We're not going to get into that, because we're just going to...
We won't get too into it, but seems like a good dude, and there's no reason not to trust him for now. Above him is Pun. I really like him, as he said. He seems like... Here's my thing, though. He has no survival instincts for now. Like, these vampires were like, come to our hotel, and he went, I mean, all right. Like, it's like, he had no reason not to trust them, because, like, he brought them to his house, and they seemed to just be burning things, trying to cook in the morning. They seemed very harmless.
Right.
And so he went to their place, and but the problem is he was also like, it's about to get dangerous, don't open the door, and then he opened the door. So, like, no survival instincts there whatsoever. Forgave met this very easily, so he's either, like, he has no survival instincts, but also it could be said as, like, he's very empathetic, and he forgives pretty easily.
Right.
He's a
but
nice person.
I wouldn't fault Poon for going out, because he's still new to this whole vampire thing, and he still doesn't fully understand yet. And, like, it was the first episode.
He could be
like,
worried.
The first day he's around vampires, he didn't know what was going on.
He could have been worried.
Yeah, and it sounded like he was. And, yeah, I think he's learned a bit more this episode.
He has. He definitely has learned more. He's seen all the powers, pretty much. And he's definitely building on that vampire knowledge. And he seems to be falling for Ramil pretty quickly. He's falling fast, falling hard. Soulmate shit, you know? Yeah. And he's giving him the cute smiles. He's telling him he's worried about him. And it's really cute. And I really enjoy watching it. So he's there. And then above him, obviously the puppy. Mr. Ramil. I really love him. Everything he does is just like, as we said, puppy. But like, just... Like, it's the little tilts of the head whenever he's confused about something, or, like, whenever he's interested, he's, like, kind of locks in on it. Like, even with the claw machine, he was, like, standing and watching them, just going, like, you could notice the kind of, like, sadness in his face, because he misses that companionship he had with his, I'll just say brothers for now, with the three of them.
Right.
But also curious as to, like, is this something that friends do right now? Is this, he's locked on everything because he's still learning about the world as it is now.
Yeah.
And it's really fun to watch, and he seems like a really good person. He doesn't eat humans, he doesn't kill humans, he doesn't drink their blood. He's just a standard good dude. And honestly, I've not seen a red flag from him yet, except for the kiss while unconscious. But again, we've stated that, like, he's from the past, like the deep past.
Yeah, he doesn't know. All he really knows is that kissing means you love someone, and
I'm thoroughly sure that if this was something Pun brought up to him, he would be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, he would immediately change it. Yeah. You can tell that just from his character. So he's a very good person, and I really like him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So those are our tier lists as they stand for episode 2.
Dope. Okay, we will adjust those and add characters when we meet more.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
So that was our recap of Revamp The Undead Story, Episode 2. Join us next week where we will be recapping Episode 3.
Yay!
We will see you then.
See you then!
Bye, everyone.